Hi, everyone. Welcome to Wellness with Dr. Mariam. Thank you for joining us today. And today we have a very beautiful guest with us, a very special one. Welcome to my channel, Charu.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mariam. It's my pleasure to be in your show.
I'm so happy and so honored that you are joining us today to share with our audience about your topic.
I'm
I
so
think
grateful to you that you have given me this honor, and it's such an honor to be in your show. Thank you so much.
Thank you again. Before we begin, I would introduce a little bit about Charu. Charu Mehrotra is a serial entrepreneur and the founder of an online magazine, Womenlines.com. The Womenlines magazine focuses on the topics of business, leadership, and health excellence. So, other than articles, Charu also publishes other interesting content in her magazine, Womenlines, such as talk shows, interviews, and shares success stories. Womenlines is listed in the top 50 women's online magazine to follow in 2021. How amazing is that, right?
Thank you.
And it is present on 8 social media platforms and is available for free for subscription. And Charu has received many awards, recognition, and accolades as an entrepreneur. It's a pleasure having you here today, Charu.
Thank you. Thank you so much for wonderful intro, Dr. Mariam.
So, the topic that we are going to talk about is how to use digital media for personal and professional transformation. That's an amazing topic, and I really can't wait to hear more from you. So, before we begin on this topic, what makes you take the entrepreneurship route?
That's interesting question because I go back to my journey of entrepreneurship journey for last 12 years plus now. So yeah, it has not happened just like that. I thought that I will be entrepreneur and I started working as an entrepreneur. I have background of mass communications. I have done my post graduation in mass communications, and I have worked full time for some time in India and part time in Singapore in between of my journey. But the seed of entrepreneurship was, I think, for some years when I used to read about various women entrepreneurs initially in India. And when I started traveling with my husband after marriage, then I came across somehow I was attracted to those articles and content which was for women entrepreneurs and how they are making their names big in word. So the seeds were from there. And then as I was growing, I became mother. And then the decision that I have to give full presence to my kids, that decision I think was a quite strong decision that led to entrepreneurship journey because I definitely wanted some identity for myself. I cannot sit idle in life. And then all these seeds, I connect the dots now. Then I think that all those seeds were already there and started growing. That entrepreneurship is something which gives you power of choice to use time as per you want. That has to be used smartly and intelligently. And that intelligence comes with experience. Initially, it was tough. But yes, I started my entrepreneurship journey with my first venture, which was a clothing business in Singapore. And I started with a partner, running currently my fourth venture, which is I am the full owner for the venture. But previous three ventures were in collaboration. So it's a beautiful journey I had. Now I connect the dots. Then I think, okay, why it happened like that? But I can connect the dots. That first venture taught me something. I collaborated. I had some skills. My partner had some skills. And then we established something in Singapore. We got Indian clothing from India and we distributed in shops here in Singapore and organized fairs. That was the first my date with entrepreneurship, like how the business is done, because I don't have that background behind me. My friend was having that background. I had my marketing skills and branding skills. So we both collaborated and learned from each other and took this venture to the next level in 3 years. Again, certain challenges were there. We closed it. And I again met somebody, some friend, and I started my second venture, which was a networking and events company for women. I That was named Udan. It was like taking a flight in the sky. The name means that. And we in that venture we used to meet so other organizations in Singapore and community centers, and used to organize events for women entrepreneurs so that they can get visibility for their product. Because we know how the cost is there in Singapore to organize events, to create awareness for your brand, and to do marketing. So we thought, why don't we come up with some solution which is helping? That was for me. But then I applied that solution to the group of entrepreneurs who are already there and working together, working there on their own. So we can collect them in a group, and we can have that a group, and we can have that company which is working to help them out. Beautiful experience for 3 years. I had my second baby in 3 years, so I had to stop that also. And my partner went to India, so now I had my third idea. It also happened by chance. I had a partner for technology, and we had a beautiful startup, Earn Go. We provided data transcription through mobile channels. We were selected for grants in Singapore. We incubated in SMU. Beautiful 3 years journey again. And that took me to the next level of entrepreneurship, that if you have big dreams, you can achieve, but then you have to work towards it. You have to upgrade your skills. You have to upgrade your mindset. So yes, this journey is there. And then once I had to stop that because of certain challenges, my dream of running media, a media for just women, I put my heart and soul in that. So Womenlines is an online magazine which is promoting business, health, and entrepreneurship and leadership excellence in women across the globe. Because I believe every woman is blessed with some power, which she can only use if she is empowered with the right mindset and knowledge. So yeah, this is my journey. We are in third year. We are listed in top 50 women's online magazine and present on 8 social media platforms.
Wow, I'm at the beginning of my journey, and I feel like it's something that I'm looking forward to in my own entrepreneurship journey. Now you are already in the digital media scene, and today's topic is about using the digital media for personal and professional transformation. It's quite a big topic. Can you break it down? What do you mean by personal and professional transformation?
Will love to. This is my favorite topic because this has transformed me a lot from the way I was 2 years back and now what I am. So digital word means what? Digital word is word which shares different types of media through videos, through content, through podcasts, through streaming. All these combined websites and online marketing. All this includes digital media, right? And how we use digital media, we know mostly how it is used for entertainment. Mostly media is talking about how women should look, what products they should use for their to beautify themselves, what dresses they should wear. So I was a little bit angry. I think women are more than that. We definitely have brains. We have skills, but we have responsibilities and we are not able to use those skills and use our knowledge to the best level because we don't have those insights at how to use our skills smartly, managing time smartly, and using the leadership skills smartly. So here comes the power of digital media. When I say transformation, before transformation, mostly before digital world, how was it? We are in our own shell, in our city, in our network of friends who are having limited mindset. I don't say limited, they have certain mindset. And we definitely just said, you are what your 5 friends are. So the network which you are, you become like that only, right? So initially it was like that. You are networking with your friends which are around you. You talk to them, you discuss what you want to become, and then there are certain changes happening when you listen to them. But now here comes digital media, which is giving you a power to go global level. You can reach out to people around the world, but here comes the power of choice, that how you are using the time to do that act. So transformation can happen first at the personal level, changing yourself as an individual, the mindset, the skills. First, you have to navigate yourself, what you want to do, the curiosity about yourself first. Who are you? Once you have that clarity in life, then you have to upgrade yourself with the skills which requires you to achieve that dream what you have in life. You have to follow those people who are in that field. You have to see how those successful people have left their digital footprints in the digital media. So the transformation will definitely happen if you are putting time in these activities. You have to structure it out smartly so that you can really transform yourself as individual. First, transforming yourself as an individual about the mindset, about the way you brand yourself, because digital media is giving you power of choice to brand yourself by voicing for the topics which you want to talk about. I love the topic empowerment of women from the beginning. That was my favorite topic. Whatever I shared over media was related to this. I followed all the influencers, the top ones, Oprah Winfrey, Ariana Huffington, all these people who share amazing content and they share the knowledge for free. On YouTube, there are so many videos which can fill you with confidence that yes, things can be done. Once you start doing that, that personal transformation happens. Now comes the business transformation. The business transformation will happen if you are having that open mindset and the growth mindset to collaborate, to work together. So you have to take care of your branding, how you are creating the brand for yourself by using the social media part of the digital media. Now, when we talk about the social media part, that includes all the places like LinkedIn, we have Facebook, Instagram, latest is the Clubhouse. Clubhouse is amazing. You can speak what you love to want to. You can follow the clubs where you're having the right topics which you want to talk about. So this is all about strategizing how you want to follow a road to brand yourself as an entrepreneur in your field. If you don't want the global visibility, go for your local visibility. Brand yourself locally. Connect with the local organizations of your field. Connect with the other entrepreneurs over social media of your field. And then start maybe engaging on their feeds, maybe being a speaker and inviting them as a speaker, be a virtual speaker. It's all about creating visibility for yourself. So here comes the transformation for your business, because once your visibility will be more, you will be getting attention, and then you can collaborate together with the right people to take your venture to the next level. So what I mean by the transformation is this only: transform yourself first personally, navigate yourself, who you are, what you want to become, and have that clarity and alignment. So many channels are there over YouTube you can follow. Mel Robbins is my favorite one, who is sharing amazing content if you want to get some motivation and inspiration. Same goes for Oprah Winfrey. Follow all those women who have done something in life, and I'm sure you will transform yourself.
Then that's so amazing. You are using the social media for personal and professional transformation. I use it for branding and reaching out to the audience. We also find that people say that social media is a waste of time, right? So how do you choose the right social media?
Again, depends upon what visibility you want to have. Definitely, LinkedIn is the best social media right now for any professional and entrepreneur, because it is taking to that network of people who are really serious for their work and they don't take work as an entertainment. Facebook is more social connection and having a group where you can indulge in some social talks and have some events together, do Facebook lives, and that requires a different market altogether. So LinkedIn is a must for everybody because it gives you a power to share your voice for the topics which you want to talk about. It has different elements in it, like use the articles segment. You can publish your own articles in that, and LinkedIn will be doing marketing for that, right? Because once you share in your network, people like it, people share it, and the algorithms work. If you have written it in the right way, with the right words, there is certain structure to it. So LinkedIn articles is one way. If you are good in speaking, apply for LinkedIn Live. That gives you power to do your live shows, and you can invite others as guests in those shows. Then we have power of reaching out to people, organizations, and asking them if they can work together, or if you want to sell your product and services, you can have a strategy and plan and work accordingly. So LinkedIn is my favorite social media. Then YouTube comes definitely for every entrepreneur because it gives you a power to use videos in your branding. So you should be having a channel on YouTube and you should be sharing your videos, and whatever work you're doing, you can plan the videos accordingly. So LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram is for more pics and showing the visual activity of your business. So yeah, three I use main. Then Pinterest is something which gives me power to get the visibility over how to brand yourself in different categories, because they are categorical. There are many categories in Pinterest, so you can pick up categories and brand yourself there with a good viewership. So it all, you have to first definitely navigate yourself and your business, what type of visibility you're looking for. If you are not looking for the global one, just go for the local one, because mostly people are available now on all social media. So reach out to people who are in the local network or all these social media, and you can have a bigger network for yourself.
I think it's good to learn the different social media and the different audience you can reach using
Definitely. I will add
tools.
one more. The podcast is the other power. If you don't want to show your looks, if you just want to speak, use podcast, Anchor podcast. There's so many podcasts which are free. They don't charge. Just speak and upload
Yeah.
and share. So every day you have to structure out how you are sharing something in the media so that your voice is going and people are understanding what exactly you're doing, and they will have better understanding about your product and services.
I like to listen to podcasts, or I will just let YouTube run in the background when I'm doing dishes, usually at home.
Sorry.
Because, there's the time when we want to fill the time also. Okay, let me finish washing the dishes quickly.
Same
So,
here. This is a Bluetooth I always carry. And
yeah.
whenever I'm walking or doing something in the kitchen, cooking or cleaning, or I have some free time, like I'm waiting in the queue, that's the best time to listen to all those videos and audios. And podcasts are really powerful, definitely. It has to be in habit for every women entrepreneur and professional.
Yeah. So, talking about habits, right? So, how do you balance being an entrepreneur? You are also a mother, a wife. And how do you balance your business, your family life, and more importantly, your personal life?
Awesome question, Dr. Mariam. Sometime back, I read or I listened from somebody that energy is the new currency. I resonated so much with the statement because suddenly I realized that around you, everybody wants you to be energetic every time. Either your kids or your colleagues, your clients, your husband, your network. Whenever you're meeting, you have to be energetic, right? With enthusiasm. They love to meet you that way, better way, and they are happier then. But the challenge comes how to maintain that energy forever, or how to have it when you have the power of choice to use that energy when you want. Then I started thinking that, okay, this is something which can be done because others have done. So I strongly recommend that every woman should be having a morning ritual for herself, maybe just 15 minutes. So balancing work, your business life, and your personal life, those rituals can do magic for anybody. Because once you're giving those 15 minutes to yourself, so what you do in those 15 minutes? The first thing you should be doing a journal. You should be journaling maybe at least 5 minutes. Just list out 5 things you are full of gratitude to God or to parents, to kids, whatever you want to write that you are thankful. So get those hormones, get those. See, nowadays we are reading and listening to all those videos where they are guiding us that how we can use the body, our mind itself for our excellence. So why don't we use it mindfully? We can have those hormones which can really give you powerful endorphins and powerful happy hormones, as they say, that there are ways to get those hormones. So start your day with that happiness of being thankful of what you have in life instead of sulking at what you don't have. So once that ritual is established, journaling about the plan for the day, the vision, what you want to achieve in life, just write one statement. Remind yourself that this is your vision and you have to keep working. Because once we are in the flow of life, we forget things because there's so many things to remember. So you have to remind yourself every day that what you want to do in life. You have a vision in life, right? So you have to journal it out every day. Give those 15 minutes, be selfish just about you. Because in aeroplane also, they say, right? The attendants say that first you mask yourself with the oxygen mask, then you mask your kid. So first you have to mask yourself with those power tools, then only you can empower your kids and your family. And if you're not
That's really true.
empowering yourself, how you will do that? So morning is the time when you're putting that oxygen to yourself. Get clarity how you're going to use that day with presence, mindful presence. That is the other key element. That presence we have to give to everybody. So that only comes with practice. And once you are in habit of that journaling ritual, believe me, you will have better clarity in life. So that ritual I recommend to everybody, that please start thinking about it. Start doing it every morning. Meditation, yoga, definitely so many talks are there around nowadays. Include that in life. Go for walks, listen to the video audios by all the speakers. Make it everyday activity. It will do magic for you, I'm sure.
Wow. So 15 minutes every day to write a journal of gratitude.
Yeah.
And
Include the vision and the
yes,
goals and how you want to use the day. If you have some broader vision for a year, it's like a date with yourself, you know. You are sitting with yourself and you're thinking about yourself. So have that clarity, how you're moving ahead, what's not happening, how you want to make it happen. So I said,
but
right,
you
energy is
mentioned,
the new currency. So get that
yeah,
energy for the
energy is
day.
the new currency. That's I really like that quote. Energy is the new currency. But you mentioned
Yes.
also meditation and walking or exercise. So how do you manage everything in 15 minutes?
No, the 15 minutes I'm asking journaling.
Mhm.
So everybody is having their own timetable, right? So all depends upon your time availability. If you don't, if you are not able to give 15 minutes, at least 5 minutes, just write one line, write about your vision,
Mm.
write 5 points, what you are thankful for. You're done. Give 5 minutes to the meditation, 5-10 minutes to exercise, maybe just 20 minutes. See, it's all about the power of choice, how you want to use. Start getting up early when everybody's sleeping and nobody's disturbing you. So that time is just for yourself. Change your habits. Make sure that you make those habits part of your day. If you're not going for morning walks, go for evening walk, maybe just for 10 minutes.
I saw this one podcast about 5 seconds rule that when you wake up, count to five.
One to
Before you reach five, you have to get out of the bed.
Mel Robbins.
Is that
She is the speaker. Yes, she's my favorite. I've heard so many times this video. It's just not about getting up, you know. Any challenge is there. If you are feeling negative, you are having those thoughts that things are not working, just say 1 to 3 or 5, you are done. Take it to the next thought. It's about mindfulness, about doing that action and going to the next thought. That's it.
Thanks for sharing all these gems of wisdom. And I think maybe it's time that I can share with the audience a bit more information about the Womenlines magazine.
Yeah, so this is just digital. There is no hard copy. It's a free subscription. You can subscribe for free, and then you will get powerful dosage of leadership, health tips, and business tips weekly on Saturdays in your mailbox. So do share the best email, and then you will be receiving those powerful doses. I am running talk shows. I am having books for excellence show. I have a show for the business founders that's called Bizway, where we are asking them to share their stories and we provide the campaign for them, and so that we can create awareness about their brand. So Bizway is there, and then we are having Entrepreneur of the Month show where I'm covering one entrepreneur globally every month. Now it has converted to Entrepreneur of the Week show. So every week there's one interview I'm sharing from some entrepreneur from across the globe. So it's quite vibrant. I'm interviewing the health experts. I'm interviewing leaders. It's all to share that knowledge, that what can help women to excel in life. Because I strongly believe women are what they read and what they eat. So we have to be mindful about what we are reading and what we are eating. So that's why I thought about all these topics, because there is a leader, hidden leader in every woman. There is a hidden entrepreneur in every woman, because every woman is a nurturer. She gives birth in life. She can create her own thing so beautifully. So she has to be empowered with the right skills, which the content can really give her and help her to excel. The leadership nuggets are so important in life. How to get that leader out. If something is stopping, the experts are sharing the way, the tips. There are strategies which can help you to come out of your shell and become a leader. It needs regular practicing, it needs regular reminders to you, and it needs regular content to read, to watch, which can really help you to excel in life.
Thank you so much for sharing about this. It's so amazing that you have Womenlines magazine to empower women. I think you know what we should talk more because I my passion is on health wellness, say, and maybe I can also share a bit about my program to the audience.
Sure,
And
we'd love to know.
I created this course on 8 components of wellness, achieving work-life balance. And actually, how I came up with this was that I had a history of anxiety before, and it took me 3 years, 3 years to recover from my anxiety. A lot of people think anxiety is just worrying or feeling stressed, but it can be very debilitating. So in my case, what happened was that when I have my anxiety attack, I couldn't walk. I cannot walk. I cannot move my hands, and it's very debilitating. So the heartbeat is really fast. So what happened is that I have to lie down somewhere and wait. Usually it takes about 30 minutes. Wait about 30 minutes to calm down. Thankfully, I was at that point of time in Sweden, and they have a really great system to support mental wellness. So I managed to get help from a coach, and it took me 3 years to manage my condition in a way. After 3 years, I found out about essential oils that worked really well for me. That was why I was so impressed. From 30 minutes, it went down to 2 minutes. That my symptoms just disappear. So that's why I went more into aromatherapy. Other than physical wellness, mental wellness play a huge role. I have been talking to different coaches in all these different areas. And it took me very long to really, get out the nuggets of information. That's why I thought that, hey, you know what? Let me put together this course where I give a snippet, an overview of these different areas, these 8 dimensions of wellness. They say getting to know about something is actually the first step
Yeah,
to,
definitely,
really get deeper into it. Yeah.
definitely.
So this is the introduction to the 8 components of wellness, and then from there I talk a bit about how they can think about the different components and try to strike their work-life harmony. And so I think that this course has invaluable knowledge and insights. So I also have my social
Fantastic.
media. Yeah, I
Fantastic.
think
Sounds awesome.
I don't have 8 social media. I have 5 media. I have to work on 3 more.
It's okay. It's just a matter of time and putting that time. You are there already.
I was blogging mainly because my child, the first child, she had eczema. And then that was when I started to read more about, how can I tackle her eczema. And then it went into this like products that can aggravate the situation. So I read up more about these products. I find that, hey, when I don't use these products on my child, her condition, her eczema, was really manageable. And then I relate back to my cancer work, where I mentioned that 90 to 95% can be caused by environmental factors. This is where I'm very passionate about toxin-free living, clean eating, clean living, and then about movement. So I think it's so ambitious that I'm trying to put all 8 together. But, an introduction is like, I think it's okay.
Awesome to
Yeah.
know. And this is so much required in present time because this awareness is the key to survive, because we know that what's happening around with so many diseases and with the lifestyle challenges. I think this knowledge has to be spread out. So you're doing awesome work, Dr. Mariam.
Thank you. And I think we can see how we can work together because we
Sure,
want to empower women in
definitely.
business, in health. I'm really happy that we get to talk today and
My pleasure. Thanks for
have this
having me.
interview. Welcome. So I hope we meet again future.
Sure, we'll love to. Definitely. Looking forward for.
And to the audience, thank you so much for spending the time with us today. Please remember to subscribe to Womenlines magazine and the social media channel. And also welcome to subscribe to my channel, Wellness with Dr. Mariam, on YouTube and Facebook, as well as Instagram that I just started. See you again in the next show.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.